Hello and welcome to All Things Seniors. This is your host Rafiq. I have over 20 years of caregiving experience, and on this channel, I empower other caregivers one episode at a time. What I have found in older adults that when they have now become seniors, they have adult children, maybe they are retired, as older adults, and their kids are in a way making decisions in the household. And I think sometimes slowly and gradually, the senior in the family, like a grandpa or a grandma, they slowly become irrelevant, right? The family members, like the sandwich generation, is making plans with the kids, and the grandparents are sometimes just tagging along. And I sometimes they feel that they are not being valued. Remember, like you, for example, if you are a caregiver, and right now in your household, in your life, you make decisions. But like Christmas time or Easter, Thanksgiving, all those plans in a way you make. And a time comes in your life when your adult kids are making plans with their kids and you are just being told what to do. And there is nothing wrong in that if it is done with respect. My thought is that how do we continue to make our seniors, our older adults, like the grandparents of the family, continue to make them feel valued, continue to make them feel involved in the decision making. And today I'll share a couple of things that I have seen work for many families, including my family, things that have worked. So let's start with giving you a few thoughts. Number one, when I was growing up, my father would put his hand on our shoulder and give some blessings when we were getting out for school or for, like, that was the culture, that was the tradition in my house. I have seen some of my friends from India or Asia, they have slightly bowing down in front of their elders and taking some blessings or respect. Many cultures have this tradition of when you are, as a younger person, getting out of the house, you somehow pay your respect or give your respect to the older person, either looking for some blessings or some guidance or just touching their shoulder, like just showing your love and respect. And I think that continue to do that will make them feel engaged, make them feel that yes, although they are retired, they are not getting out for work, but the person who is getting out for work is still showing them that respect. So what I do now is that when I'm leaving for my work, like there was a time when I was young and I was leaving for school and I would go to my dad for blessings. But now, although my dad is retired, he is home, but it makes him feel connected to the act of going out of the house, right? And I'll just go to him, or sometime I'm just at the door and I'll say, Dad, I'm leaving. Or if I have a little more time, I'll go to him, hold his hand, just touch his shoulder if he's sitting while I'm standing, and I'll just give him a touch and take some blessings. And it just makes him feel that he is part of this act of me going out, but he is in a way with me in essence, and it just makes him feel engaged and respected. And I think if that is a way that you can incorporate that in life, even on significant days, whether it's a day of your promotion or sharing a good news, any of such things, if we take a moment and take time and make them feel included in our lives, I think they will continue to feel relevant. And I think this relevance, this I am there, I am part of, I think that feeling will make them feel loved. And I think that's the key thing, right? Being loved. So let's see if we can incorporate that. So that was my point number one. Continue to make them feel included in the gesture or the act of love and kindness within our respective families. Okay, let's go to point number two. See, many a times we are making plans, like a family plan, and sometimes we don't realize that our older adult, our senior in the family, because they are retired and because they can just say yes to any day and time that we agree on for the family meal, just assuming that because they are retired, obviously they'll be available, so let's make a plan and just inform them. I don't think that's fair. I think what we should do is include them in the decision-making process, whether that's planning a family meal or just going out for a restaurant, right? Sometimes the sandwich generation taking care of the young kids is tough. Like I see my sister, and I have huge respect for her and her husband, that how they manage their kids. And sometimes I see that it becomes difficult for her to balance the needs for what the kids are looking for, like going out and eating poutine, or going out for like a milkshake or smoothie, like whatever the kids want at that time, versus how to find the balance with as to what would dad want at that time. Like, does this poutine restaurant has something which my dad would also enjoy? And finding that balance is really tough. My thought is that we should always include our loved ones into that decision making, that dialogue, right? They should feel that they are part of the family. And some of the times what we do as a large family, where we have multi-generational, all living very close, we have agreed on as a family that, hey, you know what, if we do, like for example today, if we are going out and if the young kids are making a plan as to where to go, the other two generations, like us, like the sandwich generation, and our parents, they'll get along, but the kids know that the next time when we'll go, we'll ask the parents, and then the kids will say yes to whatever the spot is. And that way we all become part of this ongoing giving input. Like, nobody should feel that they just have to say yes, because if that's the case, then they don't feel they're part of it, right? They just feel that they are a drag, or they are being included, not as much as wanted. So I would highly encourage you to find a way to give your older adults an option, right? Where to go, what to eat, when to meet, like what are we talking about today, like what's the agenda, holidays are coming, what games are we playing, what the color theme of the, whatever is the smallest of ways, if we can include them, I think it just makes them feel valued and give them a purpose. So that would be my point number 2. If you're finding it helpful, like the episode, subscribe to the channel. YouTube will then show it to more caregivers, and we'll be able to help more people. It helps the channel. Thank you. And I think my last point is, we need to understand that why this is important. I think sometimes when seniors feel irrelevant, there is not much purpose, they feel excluded, and the feeling excluded is a step one for ultimately feeling isolated, right? You don't have to be alone to feel isolated. I always want my caregivers to understand the difference between being alone and being isolated. We should not feel that because we have our seniors with us, it means they are not isolated. They could very well be isolated in a group of people if no one else is making them feel included in the conversation or included in the decision making. Our conduct, I know, is coming from the position of love, but sometimes being a sandwich generation and being split in two directions, or being bogged down by our work, or being troubled by your parent asking the same question like 100th time, we all need to often remind ourselves that the reason why we are primary caregiver, the reason we are giving care, is coming from the position of love. And and I know we are, because we want the well-being and best for our seniors, I think we should find a way to feel them well respected, included, because that will be then ultimately beneficial for their mental health, and they'll be happy. And that's what we all want, right? We want them to be happy. What are your ways? What have you done to make your loved ones and your seniors in your family included? One of my viewers sent me a note saying that holiday season is coming, and this time they are planning an intergenerational activity. This activity will help seniors learn some of the social media, or at least make them feel engaged. And in a way, the kids of the family are teaching them social media, teaching them YouTube, making a video with them, taking some pictures with them. And that is something which will engage the youngsters of the family, because they like technology. And at the same time, grandparents will really love and really cherish those moments. And I think it is their way of engaging and, make the seniors included. What are you doing? Holiday season is coming up, and what are your plans to engage your seniors? Write in the comments, share with me, so that our other viewers can also learn from you. I really appreciate you being here. At the end of the day, we always say that a rested caregiver is a better caregiver. So take rest of yourself, continue to give love and care to your loved ones, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.